Welcome, aspiring English speakers. Are you ready to embark on an exciting journey to master one of the world's most widely spoken languages? If you're a beginner, feeling a bit overwhelmed about where to start, you're in the right place. In this comprehensive guide, we'll cover the absolute basics of learning English from scratch, offer essential tips to kickstart your progress, discuss the importance of setting clear goals, and show you how to build an effective study routine. This is your first step towards fluency, and we're thrilled to guide you every step of the way. Every grand building needs a strong foundation, and learning English is no different. For beginners, it's crucial to start with the fundamental building blocks. First, let's talk about the alphabet. While it might seem obvious, ensure you can recognize and pronounce all 26 letters of the English alphabet accurately. Understanding how letters sound, both individually and in combination, is key to reading and spelling. You can find many online resources with audio pronunciation for each letter. Practice saying them aloud until they feel natural. Next, focus on basic phonics. This involves understanding the sounds that letters and letter combinations make. For example, the SH sound in she, or the CH sound in chair. Phonics will significantly improve your pronunciation and help you decode new words. There are numerous phonics apps and websites designed specifically for beginners. Then, move on to common greetings and introductions. Think about phrases like, hello, good morning, how are you, my name is, and nice to meet you. These are your everyday survival phrases. Learn them, understand them, and practice using them in simple role-playing scenarios, even if it's just with yourself in front of a mirror. Finally, begin with basic vocabulary. Start with high-frequency words that are essential for daily communication. This includes numbers 1 to 100, colors red, blue, green, yellow, etc. Days of the week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Months of the year, January, February, March. Common objects, table, chair, book, phone, car, house. Simple verbs, to be, to have, to go, to eat, to drink, to sleep. Don't try to learn hundreds of words at once. Focus on 10 to 20 new words a day. Review them consistently, and try to use them in simple sentences. Flashcards, both physical and digital, are excellent tools for vocabulary acquisition. Once you've got the basics down, it's time to supercharge your learning with some effective strategies. One of the most important tips is to immerse yourself as much as possible. This doesn't mean you need to move to an English-speaking country right away. Immersion can be created right where you are. Change your phone's language to English. switch your computer's operating system language, and start following English-speaking social media accounts. Even small changes like this will expose you to the language constantly. Another crucial tip is to listen actively. English has a unique rhythm and intonation. Listen to English music. Watch English movies or TV shows with English subtitles, not your native language subtitles, at least not initially. And find podcasts designed for English learners. Pay attention to how native speakers pronounce words, the speed at which they speak, and their intonation patterns. Don't worry if you don't understand everything. The goal is to get your ears accustomed to the sounds of English. Speak. This is perhaps the most challenging aspect for many beginners, but it's vital. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Everyone makes them. The more you practice speaking, the more confident you'll become. Find a language exchange partner, join an online conversation group, or even talk to yourself in English. Describe your day, narrate your actions, or simply say out loud what you're thinking. The key is to overcome the fear of speaking. Read everything you can get your hands on. Start with simple children's books, graded readers specifically designed for English learners, or short online articles. As you progress, you can move to more complex texts. Reading helps you understand sentence structure, expand your vocabulary in context, and improve your comprehension skills. Keep a notebook handy to jot down new words and phrases you encounter. Finally, be patient and consistent. Learning a new language takes time and dedication. There will be days when you feel frustrated or like you're not making progress. That's perfectly normal. Don't give up. Celebrate small victories. Remember why you started, and keep pushing forward. Consistency, even if it's just 15 to 30 minutes of study every day, is far more effective than sporadic, long study sessions. Have you ever tried to reach a destination without knowing where you're going? It's impossible, right? The same applies to learning English. Setting clear goals is paramount for beginners because they provide direction, motivation, and a way to measure your progress. Your goals should be smart, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Let's break that down. Specific. Instead of saying, "I want to learn English," say, "I want to be able to introduce myself and order food in a restaurant in English." Measurable. How will you know if you've achieved your goal? I will be able to have a 5-minute conversation with a native speaker about my hobbies. You can measure this by actually having the conversation. Achievable. While it's great to aim high, make sure your goals are realistic for a beginner. Don't expect to be fluent in 3 months. Start with smaller, manageable goals that build upon each other. Relevant. Your goals should align with your reasons for learning English. Are you learning for travel, work, or personal enrichment? Your goals should reflect that. Time-bound. Set a deadline for your goals. By the end of 3 months, I want to understand the main idea of a simple English news article. A deadline creates a sense of urgency and helps you stay on track. Once you've set your main long-term goals, break them down into smaller, short-term goals. For example, if your long-term goal is to understand basic conversations, a short-term goal might be to learn 50 common verbs in the next 2 weeks. Achieving these smaller goals will give you a sense of accomplishment and keep you motivated. Regularly review your goals. Are they still relevant? Are you on track? Do you need to adjust them? Flexibility is key. But the purpose of goals remains constant: to guide your learning path. Consistency is the bedrock of language learning, and a well-structured study routine is your best friend in achieving that consistency. For beginners, establishing a routine early on will set you up for long-term success. First, find your best time to study. Are you a morning person, or do you focus better in the evenings? Dedicate a specific time slot each day, or most days, to English. This helps create a habit, making it easier to stick to your studies even when motivation wanes. Even 15 to 30 minutes daily is more effective than cramming for hours once a week. Next, diversify your activities within your routine. Don't just do one thing. Mix it up to keep things engaging and ensure you're developing all 4 key language skills: reading, writing, listening, and speaking. Here's an example of what a daily routine might look like for a beginner. 10 minutes. Vocabulary review and new words. Use flashcards or a vocabulary app to review words you've learned and introduce 5 to 10 new words. Practice saying them aloud. 10 minutes. Listening practice. Listen to a short English podcast for beginners, a simple song, or a short video with English subtitles. Focus on understanding key phrases. 10 minutes. Reading practice. Read a short children's story, a graded reader, or a simple news article. Try to identify familiar words and guess the meaning of new ones from context. 5 minutes. Speaking practice. Practice introducing yourself, describing your day, or answering simple questions aloud. Even if you're talking to yourself, it helps build confidence. On weekends, you might dedicate a longer session, say 60 minutes, to reviewing the week's material, watching a short English cartoon or movie scene with English subtitles, doing a simple writing exercise, like writing a few sentences about your day or describing a picture, engaging in a short conversation with a language partner if you have one. Be realistic with your time. Don't overload your routine. It's better to commit to shorter, consistent sessions than to aim for long, unsustainable ones. As you progress, you can gradually increase the duration and complexity of your study activities. Finally, make your routine enjoyable. Incorporate activities you genuinely like. If you love music, find English songs to analyze. If you enjoy cooking, follow an English recipe. Learning should be an enjoyable process, not a chore. Reward yourself for sticking to your routine and achieving your small goals. Learning English, like any new skill, comes with its share of challenges. As a beginner, you might encounter moments of frustration, confusion, or lack of motivation. It's important to acknowledge these feelings and develop strategies to overcome them. One common challenge is the plateau effect. You might feel like you're making rapid progress initially. Then suddenly, your learning seems to slow down. This is normal. It means you're moving from the very basics to more nuanced aspects of the language. During these times, remember your goals and the progress you've already made. Vary your study methods. Explore new resources, or even take a short break to refresh your mind. Another challenge is fear of making mistakes. This is a big one for many beginners. Understand that mistakes are not failures, they are opportunities to learn. Native speakers appreciate your effort to communicate in their language. Embrace your mistakes, learn from them, and don't let them stop you from speaking or trying new things. Staying motivated can be tricky. Here are a few tips. Track your progress. Keep a journal of new words you've learned, lessons you've completed, or conversations you've had. Seeing how far you've come can be incredibly motivating. Celebrate small victories. Did you understand a sentence you didn't know before? Did you successfully order coffee in English? Acknowledge these achievements. Connect with other learners. Join online communities or local groups. Sharing experiences, challenges, and successes with others can provide support and encouragement. Find your why. Always remember your original reason for learning English. Is it for travel, career opportunities? To connect with people from different cultures? Reconnecting with your core motivation can reignite your passion. Make it fun. As mentioned before, incorporate activities you enjoy. Learning should be an adventure, not a burden. Congratulations on taking this crucial first step in your English learning journey. We've covered the basics, from mastering the alphabet and common greetings to understanding the importance of goals and building an effective study routine. We've also touched on essential tips like immersion, active listening, and consistent practice. Remember, every fluent English speaker was once a beginner. Your commitment, patience, and willingness to practice will be your greatest assets. Embrace the challenges. Celebrate every small. Thank you for joining us on this beginner's guide to learning English. Keep practicing, keep learning, and we'll see you on the path to fluency.